I forgot Christina's spoiler.
Spoilers, 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 spoiler, spoiler.
How long can I hold this out?
Stop.
Okay, we could carry. Okay, hi. Thank you so much. Today has been amazing. We're all a little bit
Yeah.
overwhelmed and maybe possibly a little bit goofy.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
I know I've gone completely goofy because I'm starting to sound like a Kiwi, that a local Kiwi thought I was a Kiwi. Brew.
Brew.
Brew. We have a list of things, and there's like many, many pages of things.
You don't realize just how much it takes to put something like this together until you see the list. And so please indulge us because there are so many people to thank. So many people have put so much into making this happen. And it's taken years. Like, this is the culmination of all of the previous Kiwi Pycons and all of the drama of lockdown and all of the sort of renewal that comes afterwards. So please bear with us while we have a lot of people who we're so incredibly grateful for that we're going to run out of breath several times. Every time we run out of breath, that's probably a good time for applause as we draw a breath. So, shall we get started on the list?
You're going to be doing that a lot.
Okay.
I know we haven't had practice in clapping a lot over the last couple of years. You may not have the calluses for it. I apologise for the state your hands will be in after we get through this list.
So, we're headlining it with our generous sponsors, without whom this simply could not have happened. Sequent, our Platinum Cornerstone sponsors, thank you so much. Sharesies, Gold Cornerstone, I wish more of my colleagues could have come down. We had a bunch of us coming, and some due to illness and some due to prior commitments, and one due to the weather. It was just me, I'm afraid. Rocket Lab, Silver Cornerstone, thank you so much. Google, Silver Cornerstone, thank you so much. And then in-kind sponsor, audiovisual streaming sponsor, Media Suite, the Python Software Foundation, who sponsored the health protection equipment and everything that made this conference as safe as you can make something.
And then also our amazing partners and suppliers from Active Pure for the air quality providers. You may have seen these wonderful boxes that are not desktop computers. They have been filtering the air. The Christchurch Arts Centre, the venue, the wonderful stained glass, wonderful Hogwarts-like Great Hall without the transphobia that we've been in for the last couple of days. IQ Printing and Merchandise, the Kiwi Pycon committee members, there will be more mentions of them later. Little BB Childcare, Matter Design and Web, Monkeytronics Air Sensor Equipment, all the little beep boop numbers that are around the air filters. Next Day Video Recording, which, holy shit, y'all, they are the bomb. Special for them. Also, NZ Blood Saving Lives and PyCon APAC, our sister bundle conference. If you go on the website, you can have a deal where you can get, I believe, 2-in-1 to go to their conference online as well. So more PyCon for your PyCon dollars.
Applause break. And stop. Opal, thank you. All of our contributor tickets who went above and beyond. Opal Symes, Andrew Caldor, Ben Hoyt, a generous anonymous contributor, another generous anonymous contributor, that's a lot of middle names, and one generous anonymous contributor.
They might all be siblings.
Contributor. Oh yeah, the whole family made it. I'm really grateful.
The whole family of generous anonymous contributor. Thank you so much.
The AV crew, who if they had any mercy, they would have cut me off hours ago. Ryan Werner, Chris Milria, Patrick Quinn Graham, and the AV volunteers. Some of these volunteers have been volunteering to do AV at conferences for years. They know what they are doing back to front. Brent Wall, William McKee, Rania Kunia, Harman Sidhu, thank you so much for coming and for continuing to come over and over and over again. Volunteer wranglers and general go-getters, Simon Merrick, Menno, Finley, Spitz, And our volunteer crew, Steve Dunford, Michael McCaskill, Reese Davies, and Tim Penny.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Applause break. And stop.
A special dedication to the heroes of the ambush of Main Freight's late run, Steve Dunford with his big car, and Alicia from Main Freight Otautahu, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce Maori, Christchurch. I believe this is how we made sure that we got all the t-shirts and all the physical kit.
I feel like there was a lot of coffee and late night driving there. Thank you.
Yes. And our wonderful Code of Conduct team led by Romy Dexter, who you will have seen around because these shirts are big and red. And our entire Code of Conduct team, Pete Dexter, Oliver Irwit, Danny Adia, David Hunter, and I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce names when I'm nervous on stage after a long weekend. And I can't do that last one.
It's fine. Chad Kono-Goda, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I can speak one language and it's Australian.
Australian.
Yes, but clap for the Code of Conduct team.
Thank you. Childcare team. As was mentioned before, like having childcare at a conference is a game changer for so many people who otherwise just wouldn't be able to attend. I'm so grateful that we've been able to do that. Abby Hartley Flynn and Christy Dashler, thank you so much. Thank you.
Also on the accessibility and safety, our OPSEC solutions team who have been on site making sure everyone is physically safe. Ali Henry, Marcus Fowler, and Rob Gathergood. Thank you.
We have a section for whoopsie ops. Thank you so much for people who have pointed out problems with the schedule, problems with the IT and helping us get them fixed. Tony James for letting us know about the t-shirt whoopsie. Jenny Sang, who let us know about the broken link to Indra's GitHub repository, which we emailed truncated, so thank you very much for that. Hinny, Pete, and Roger, and Victoria, who were attending remotely and noticed that the venue list wasn't ready yet, and got in touch with us, and we got it all set up in time for them to be able to attend the Friday keynote. Thank you so much.
The the New Zealand Python User Group Committee, Tom Clark, President, Eric Light, Vice President, Simon Merrick, Secretary, Romy Dexter, and Ben Bradshaw. This is the group of people that continue and make sure that these events are contiguous, and I believe that there are events throughout the year with the user group as well. So thank you for your continued steering and leadership to make all this stuff happen at a much longer, grander scale than any one year can be. So thank you so much.
Merrick and Katerina Kuziel, who are previous committee members and helpers, and the previous Christchurch director was Merrick in 2015, for their generosity for helping in so many ways. Amy Whitcroft for being there when things got tough. To all who submitted a talk for all of our COLA proposals, whether you spoke this weekend or not. Tom, Clayton, and Sam for reviewing all the proposals. Our keynote speakers, Laura, who has already gone, Chris, and Eloise, thank you so much. Our tutorials and talk speakers. The tutorials, that's like 2 or 3 hours of tutorializing. And speaking is just so much more blood, sweat, and tears than the half hour that you think you're doing on stage. It consumes your life up until that point. So thank you, every single one of you.
And also, not you, Tom, but the other Tom, Tom Clark, for leading the CFP and putting together a schedule that we've been enjoying over the last couple of days as well. Sigrid, Samantha, and Anna, the Kiwi Pycon Advisory Board, for their wisdom and assistance and unwavering support. Us too, because we keep on getting on stage a lot, so that's neat. Christina, who's been capturing my awkward dad dancing, who always captures the most beautiful moments between us all. Aww. Our Chikon, I cannot read.
Chichikon. Our Chichikanwhānau, Tony and Frank, for all their generous help. Thank you so much.
Special thanks to Daisy Lee Brunecki and Kelsey for their brave lightning talks. You are Kiwi Pycon and we love you.
Applause. Thank you. Thank you so much for those.
It's the last page, we swear that we're nearly done. Our conference director, whisperer, Patrick Quinn Graham.
I want to know what that job entailed.
Conference director.
So these credits, these are some of the honorifics in themselves. Conference director, auditor, mentor, and true friend, Danny Adair. To everyone else who helped make Kiwi Pycon a reality and may inadvertently have been omitted, we are sorry for omitting you, and we thank you so much for everything that you have done. And to everyone in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and the world who has worked hard and sacrificed much to protect us all from the pandemic. Kia ora koutou. We all are Kiwi Pycon. Thank you.
But you know that there's at least one person on this list that was forgotten, right? You've been checking the list?
The list?
Yeah. See, I have a present behind the stage here. Who's getting a present?
Well, Carlos, why don't you come up on stage for a moment? Just for a moment. Through all of this, Carlos has been behind the scenes, but he has just made everything happen. And so, with the most profoundest gratitude in our hearts, thank you so much. And we have a token on behalf of the committee for you.
And I believe that there is somebody else rushing the stage as well. No? There's more bags. Okay, preparing. Well, that is... No, sorry. That's a note for Tom to say to remember the things.
This is me to not lose the damn bag.
Yes,
Carlos doesn't need the note.
Apparently there's another one on the list that we've also forgotten. Christine for the spirit of PyCon. So...
Christina,
yes,
can you please come up on stage for a moment?
Yes.
The little document there mentioned the photography, but I don't know if you've noticed, but Christina has been in every room checking if everyone is okay. On every break, she has rushed off to go get food for the AV team and the volunteers who couldn't be elsewhere. She took the group photo from upstairs. She built the video. She toured the entire thing. She's probably done more steps than all of us put together. And I've done a lot of steps. Christina, thank you so much. Carlos, would you like to say something?
We didn't get around to, getting you a special present, but we're going to make sure that you get something super special from all of us because we love you. You are Kiwi Pycon, and we're so happy that, you're part of us and you are a family.
We're still not quite done yet, actually. There's one or two more people that we want to provide a special gift for. Two people who, at very sort of last moments, got roped into doing more for this conference than they had already promised to do, which was speak. They had promised to speak. One of them was a speaker, and one of them was already doing a keynote, and then we roped them into doing even more. And so we would like to have both of them, or the other one at least, on stage so that we can give them... Do we actually have something that we're giving them, or are we just sort of embarrassing them on stage? I think we have something we're giving you. Okay. And embarrassing you on stage, because that's also something that we enjoy doing.
Please don't hit the screen, because that's been wobbling all through the lightning talks. No,
see, even when being honored, she's like ordering people around and organizing them.
Solid.
I'm making sure that other people that are higher than me don't yell at you.
Okay, you two shut up. Danny wants to say nice things about you.
Hi. I'm Danny. You might have seen me in previous editions of this conference. We had more people sometimes, not every time, but sometimes, in person. But in many ways, we had a lot of firsts this year. And as an organization, New Zealand Python user group also wants to start something this year for the first time, to be continued, not just for the conference, but an annual lifelong membership of the club, which comes with all the benefits of being a member, without associated costs or obligations. So, yeah, these two people next to me don't need any introduction. And I had a list. We started making a list of all the reasons why we should pick these two, and the list got too long. We don't have this much time, really. It's been so many years that they've come over from Australia and were an integral part of running this conference. And now even from the US, through the PSF, there's a gazillion reasons for doing this. So as a committee, we want to introduce a lifelong membership. This is something that we want to do at most once a year. So if you thought that you deserved lifelong membership, there's still time. If you hang around. Sorry, Tom. I mean, they didn't pick me either. I know. And so it is my honor and my pleasure to, well, give you some chocolates and make you lifelong members of the New Zealand Python user group. Elbow back.
If I keep it near the microphone, people hate me in the AV group.
Thank you, Danny, and thanks again, Katie and Chris.
I need to put this down because there's more stuff we have to talk about, Tom. Gosh.
Yeah, you're not allowed to start eating that yet.
No, I'm
and you have to share it with me a little bit.
No. So today is August, 21st? And starting tomorrow is apparently the call for speakers for another conference that might be pretty cool. Do you know much more about this one, apart from, hey, do the thing?
Is this Tony's show? Is Tony here? Okay. Sorry?
Where's
I wonder
Frank?
if we have someone who would love to speak and just tell us a little bit about this talk, about this hacker camp.
It's got a bird on a water and it's a duck.
Hi everyone, my name is Frank. At the Canterbury Hacker Camp, or Christchurch Hacker Con, I'm known as Spacebar. It is a security-minded conference, and the idea behind this year's conference is adopting to the North American style long-term stay camps, so where you would send your kids away for a couple of weeks. We want to do that for individuals in the tech community, take them to Hamner Springs, and we're going to flip the script a little bit. In the morning, go out with your family, friends, do activities, and then in the afternoon, we'll do talks, we'll share Kai together, and then in the evening, we'll have fireside stories. We're not talking camping here. It is at a resort in Hamner Springs, so there is actually nice rooms and showers and all the other great and wonderful things. If you want to camp, that is an option. We also wanted to bring everybody back together again, face-to-face, in a little more enjoyable environment rather than just being, clinical and always having to do things to a perfect structure. So that is what our plan is, and we're hoping that we can get some call for papers and volunteers and all the rest of that stuff and see some people there.
Thank you so much. And that just about wraps it up for Kiwi Pycon XI. We have one last piece of business that we must attend to, which is when will we all get to see each other and where? And so I think with basically no ado at all, rather than any never mind. With no ado at all, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the next Kiwi Pycon is going somewhere where it's never been and further south than it's ever been. And it's going to be magnificent. September 15th to 17th in Invercargill.
Next year.
Almost definitely next year.
In 3 weeks and 12 months.
almost definitely next year at the Ascot Hotel. I am so looking forward to going back down there. It's a beautiful place.
I need to work out how to get there. Do they have an airport?
You go that way until you run out.
Okay.
And I think with that, that's us. This has been Katie.
That's been Tom.
Thank you so much for coming. We can't wait to see you again next time. Thank you, Carlos.